Hi, everyone. This is Kathy Mamelin, Psychic Medium. Welcome to a collective love reading for any sign that you may be thinking of. Today, I'm going to ask our spirit guides about a person on your mind. What's next? What are their thoughts and feelings? Where is this connection headed? What is it that spirit wants you to know about this connection? So please take with you what connects to you. Leave the rest for everyone else. Spirit, I call upon you for loving messages at this time. What is it that you need us to know? What is it that you want us to hear? I am listening for you now. Let's see what we have. I have dreams. Okay, a little bit of a dreaming about you, dreaming about a future. Maybe I'm daydreaming about you and wondering what you're thinking and feeling. You know, maybe you're popping into it's almost a feeling of popping into my head, okay? Like all the time, like I'm kind of trying to work and you pop into my head. Reminders all day long of you, this feeling of everything reminds me of you. Songs, anytime somebody mentions something, all kinds of things. Yeah, putting thoughts in my head. Yeah, there's a sense of popping into my head, this kind of, no matter what I'm doing in my day, it's this constant reminder of you. So you're definitely on their mind. I'm a sucker for you. So maybe they feel like you've got them, and they're worried about that. You've got them. They feel a little bit, I don't know. Sometimes people feel like you've got them on a leash or you can't, they're screwed because they're so in love with you, kind of a feeling. But it's okay. I have a pacifier. Be careful with that. You want to make sure you're not walking around on eggshells with somebody. You want to make sure that you're not just saying something to please somebody. You want to make sure that you're able to be open, and just, you're not just trying to keep the peace all the time. So you want to be careful with that. I have an incoming call. Okay, ready to call you. A little bit of a we need to talk energy. Your wish is granted. What is it that you are hoping for? I have a male running at the bottom of the deck, and I have a hiding something. So you could be struggling with, is this person going to run? This feeling of they're kind of concerned that you are controlling them somehow, because their feelings are, you're in their head, all day long. So is it becoming too intense for them? I guess we're going to see what the cards say, but sometimes it's intense and sometimes we get somebody who gets scared. There's a sense of, I run when I get close to somebody, and that's something that they've done before. So maybe they've warned you in advance, that I have a tendency to run when it starts to get real. And you might already know that. So, but you can't just pacify them because you're afraid they're going to run, right? You can't live like that. You've got to know where you stand with somebody. Spirit, please share with me. I have a 10 of swords. I have a 4 of swords. I have a devil. And I have strength. Okay, so are we trying to push through the fear of this going away? I'm going to say you either have been hurt by somebody else has cheated on you. Maybe this person did run in the past. Maybe this person has already pushed you away in the past and you've gotten back together, but you can't get over, left me once, leave me again energy. So you could be struggling with that, kind of God give me strength to just kind of see what's right in front of me and work with what's right in front of me right now, because you can't keep worrying about that they're going to leave you. That will drive you crazy. Yeah, you're definitely afraid, either you or them, that this is going to end. you could be going through a difficult period right now. You feel like you're walking on eggshells, or you feel like you are struggling. Okay. This high priestess is coming into me, like something in your gut is saying this person is ready to book, you know. So you could be feeling that I'm definitely sensing this person is wanting out, and it's just a matter of time. So this is intense as far as, you know, fears of leaving. Okay, fears of an ending. I'm going to say a tower moment, and you know, we're just struggling with trying to walk on eggshells or appease them, or make them happy so that they don't change their mind. Maybe the best thing you could do is let them go, because you not being yourself is not going to help. You're going to resent that after a while. You're going to say, you know, I got to behave a certain way just so that you stay, you know, like that's not going to help you. Spirit, please share with me what is going on. Why do we feel this way? We feel emotionally insecure. Okay. Like I don't trust this person not to run. Okay. So there could be a pattern here. I'm struggling with that. Not my type. Okay. Little bit of I'm not happy with everything, you know, something, you know, you think everything's going fine. And then they say, well, this isn't really what I was looking for, you know, something like that. Fear of loss. I'm afraid of losing somebody. Okay. So I definitely am struggling with either they're afraid of losing you or you're afraid of losing them. But the emotional security is a disconnect for some reason. I've been too busy. I'm coming up with excuses. They used to spend all kinds of time with you, and now all of a sudden they're not spending time with you. They are coming up with excuses, and you're wondering, are they with somebody else? Are they wanting to be with somebody else? Playing hard to get, playing games all of a sudden, you know, just not, I guess, not chasing. You know, it's almost like the tables turned. They used to chase you all the time, and now they are not chasing, and you're wondering, like, you don't even try, you know, like, where's the effort? Body shame, making you feel unattractive. Maybe they said something to you, you know, maybe they were disrespectful and said something, you know, about your body in any way, shape, or form. That would be very upsetting to somebody. Getting hurt, you know, love comes with risk. You've got this feeling of somebody in the beginning. It was like, I feel like you have some kind of hold over me. And I do feel like I have a runner. I do. I feel like I have somebody who, as soon as they get close to somebody, all of a sudden they have excuses. All of a sudden things aren't perfect. They stop chasing. They stop pulling back. They start to pull back. You are wondering what's going on because they're not talking. They're not spending as much time. So you think they're losing interest. So it's a fear of getting close to somebody. You know, it's just, if I tell you I love you, if I make you know that I love you, you know, I'm going to get hurt someday. You know, I always get hurt. So let's see if we have some letters, some first initials, last initial, Spirit, that maybe gives us some evidence. I have an N, an L. I have an R. There are, there L, there N. Okay, I have a Y, J, U. I have a C, an S, an E, an E. I have another Y. I have an O, X, O, I, G. Okay, so some of you, that could give you little bit of a clue. Spirit, can I have some, maybe some feelings or thoughts about what's going on around this connection? Let's see. Everywhere I go, I look around as if you'll magically be there. Yeah, you're in their head. So even if they're pulling back and even if they have spent less time with you, they're still consumed by you. Okay. They're still obsessing over you. So it's not helping them by pulling back. They've got to they've got to feel their feelings, and they've got to feel the risk, and they've got to feel yeah, I'm risking my heart. And yes, I've got somebody in my life that I have feelings for. I knew you were right, but I couldn't admit it to myself. So there is a feeling of walking on eggshells around this person, and you shouldn't feel like that. You should feel comfortable. You should be able to say whatever you need to say without worrying about that they're going to up and leave you. Okay. And if that's what they do, then they're not good enough for you. Okay. So you've got to be watching that. I can't handle your words. When you were upset with me, it was too painful. I can't handle conflict. I can't handle your opinion. I can't handle you saying something, body shaming me, like you said something that hurt and I defended myself, or I didn't defend myself and I kept it inside. I wasn't honest with you about my feelings at the time. I haven't been honest with you. I want you to see the real me now. I've been hiding from our love for too long. Well, that's encouraging. Letting you down was the worst decision I made. And I couldn't handle my true feelings for you. So I kept you as a friend and nothing more. This feeling of I've been pushing you away, and not accepting, maybe not defining this connection, maybe not letting anybody know that, we're in an intimate connection of some kind, or that we see each other all the time, and I don't know, maybe that makes you feel insecure as well. Spirit, please share with me. What is it that we need to say? True love is timeless. So will time heal this connection, Spirit? It hurts when you're not with me. Okay, so they do feel better when they're with you, but their subconscious is pushing it away for some reason. I do want you in my life. Okay, so there's a sense of, I'm afraid of this, but I want you in my life. It's like a little kid, I don't know what I want. You give them 3 choices and they can't decide, do you want strawberry, vanilla, or chocolate? They can't decide. I'm secretly in love with you. I feel like they're afraid to tell you that they really have feelings for you. I do want to give you more. I feel like they're trying to get the strength to say these things or to show you this thing. What are they afraid of, Spirit? I want to get into alignment with you. I don't know if they think that deeply. I think they're just trying to not be hurt. I hate that you're with someone else, or I'm just going to say the thought of you being with somebody else would be very hurtful to them. I want to be in your life. I really feel like this person is struggling with, it's me, not you. And I do feel like you're probably the stronger one. I do feel like I want to give you more. Okay, let's go with this for a second. Like, I'm trying to give you more, but I don't know how. I'm trying to not be afraid, but I don't know how. I want to be in your life, but I don't know how to admit it. I don't know how to define it. I've never defined it. Maybe this is somebody who's, I hate to say it, but never even been in a committed relationship. They were in relationships, but they never admitted that this is my significant other, my boyfriend, my girlfriend, whatever it is. But it's I feel like every time they get close to somebody, they push it away. They self-sabotage it. So they've got to find the place within themselves that says, I'm worthy of this love. I'm worthy of somebody loving me for me. So I'm hoping that they find that with you. I do want to give you more. I'm afraid of losing you. And I feel like I want to say, I'm sorry, I've been pushing you away. So I'm going to put this out into the universe. I want to thank Spirit for these messages. If you're new to this channel, please remember to hit that like and subscribe button. Thank you always for your comments. I appreciate them. If you'd like to book a private reading with me, please visit my website, kathymamolinspsychicmedium.com. I did add some new half-hour readings recently and a mini reading, so you may be interested in that, and that information's in the description below. I'll see you all again real soon.